DraftKings is the #1 place to bet touchdowns, and new customers get $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app and use promo code PFTLive when you sign up. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. I know, we weren't supposed to do the read.
I mean, there's a reason it
but
was crossed
I heard
out.
in my ear as we came back, DraftKings read.
It's just
apparently
bad,
I didn't hear no DraftKings read.
Minnesota
I heard DraftKings read in my ear.
Would you get the same thing Sam Darnold has? You just can't see.
I'm overthrowing everything. Maybe it is something in the water. I just had some water and it was really good. Nice cold water. I needed it badly. All right. The Jaguars need a new head coach. Doug Pederson out after 3 seasons. We thought this was going to happen during the bye week. It didn't. 22-29 in 3 years. Going into the year, Shad Khan, the owner of the team, said this is the best roster the team has ever compiled. So once it started to go sideways, we knew there was going to be change. Pederson out. Trent Baalke reportedly will be retained as the GM. That's a bold move by Khan because what it means is he's not going to get any head coach who has options. The word on the street, and I hear it all the time, and I don't mean this is any disrespect to Trent Baalke. He was on the show in February, but the word on the street is nobody wants to work with him. And anybody that's got juice is going to go somewhere else. And if he's got choices, is going to go somewhere else. When you hear something like that repeatedly, you get to a point where you don't ignore it.
Yeah, I agree there. And then, well, I don't think like any new head coach, it's ideal that they go, wait, GM that's been there before me and gone through some coaches already, and now I'm coming in, and we're not coming in together as kind of a team or a unit or anything like that. I don't think any head coaching candidate who has options, to your point, is going to love that formula. Now, you're right. At some point, it's going to come down to, like, this is my only chance, and I'm going to take it, and so be it. But, yeah, we're not surprised by the Doug Pederson stuff. Go ahead.
And no, I don't know what it is. I don't want to defame Trent Baalke here, but when you keep hearing from people who are plugged in, who are involved with coaches, and you hear from other coaches, and I don't know if it's just the history of friction with him and Jim Harbaugh. Is it Harbaugh's fault? Is it his fault? But people develop reputations.
Sure.
And, you know, if you want Ben Johnson's got enough juice where he's going to go somewhere where he feels full alignment with the GM.
Right.
And there's going to be the kind of vibe that he needs to have the best possible team. And I don't believe he's going to feel that vibe would exist with Trent Baalke. Right or wrong. Maybe it's him, not Trent. Regardless, you're going to have a lot of coaches who would rather go somewhere else, especially if they think they have the juice to get what they want, by way of power and authority.
Yeah.
And so we'll see where Jaguars go.
Comfortable with.
Who's your first thought?
I really don't know there. I mean, we'll get there. Let me just say these two things. Trent Baalke, I know issues. I do think he knows talent. I do.
Oh, absolutely.
I do think this team is better than a 4-13 football team that we saw on the field, right? That's for sure. I feel bad for Doug Pederson. I do. The early season, and they let some of those games slip away early on in the year, and they could just never stop the downward spiral after that, and losing some games that they shouldn't have, and it never corrected itself. I mean, right now, I don't know. I don't even know what to say with Jacksonville and where that goes. First thought. You know, they got to do what's best just to get the organization back on track. They tried that with Doug Pederson. I'm with you. I don't think a Ben Johnson's going to go to a place like where Trent Baalke is and all of that. I think he's going to want to go somewhere where, he's either walking in the door with the GM or he's had a prior relationship with the GM already. And that's where I don't think it makes sense with Ben Johnson there in Jacksonville. You got any names that pop to your head?
No, not really. But look, there's selling points. And Trent Baalke has Trevor Lawrence on the roster. Brian Thomas Jr.
is a star.
There are reasons to get excited about what Jacksonville could be. But it's going to be the key. And Baalke should want this. You want a coach. And I'm a firm believer in coach and GM. I've said this for years. Equal accountability. There should never be a situation where one can point at the other and say it's his fault. That is dysfunction. Properly functioning football operation, the coach and the GM either thrive together or die together. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.